Hi Cancer, welcome to your August 2020 Astrology 33 love reading. Thanks to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you interested in booking a personal reading with me, just check out the description of the video for more details there. As far as what we have in front of us, this is what I call the bridge and the gap spread, and the way it works is the cards on the left side represent your energy toward the connection with your main love interest. Cards on the right side represent their energy toward the connection. These are the past energies, present energies, future energies. And once we get through all those, we'll actually pull some oracle cards for some additional insight. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, and on the right side we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And keep in mind, I'm going to refer to the cards on the left as your energy, but it's just a general reading, so if you feel more like the cards on the right represent your energy and the cards on the left is the other person, then definitely trust that. Alright, so we'll fall that out of the way. Past position on your side, we have the Ace of Coins. So this is the equivalent to the Ace of Pentacles, and what I'm seeing here is one of two potential things. One could just be saying that you might have been considering the potential for this to be a long-term connection for you. So saying, maybe some of you guys saw potential in the connection, but I don't think you necessarily acted on it, because usually with the Ace energies, I view them as just more of an idea. And for others of you, this could just be saying that there might have been a work offer that you might have received, so that might have been what you were weighing the pros and cons, like, okay, well, maybe if you took the job offer, for example, you might have to move away from the person, something along those lines there. And the past energy on their side, we have the Eight of Wands. So this is actually Sagittarius energy here. And for you guys, actually, Sagittarius is your sixth house of work, so it's even possible that maybe that's the issue for some of you. Maybe this is someone that you do work with, that they're already in the workplace with you, and maybe you're weighing the pros and cons of that. Like, okay, is that really a good idea for me to get involved with someone that I work with, right? That could be what's going on there. But either way, I do see this as most likely they were the aggressors in this situation. I feel like they were pretty persistent in trying to, move things forward with you. Now, it might not have been anything too serious either. It could have just been appealing to you on more of a romantic level, maybe more of a sexual level. And, you could have just been weighing your options there. Like, okay, is this someone I could take seriously? Present energy on your side, quite a few cards came up. We have the Eight of Cups, which is Pisces energy. The Eight of Coins, which is Virgo energy. The Ten of Coins, which is more Virgo energy, and then Innocence, which is the equivalent of the Fool card. So for some of you, I will say that for the scenario where maybe you guys were possibly getting a job offer that might have taken you away from this person, it looks like for a lot of you, you actually might decide to take the job offer and leave the connection behind. The reason I say that is because I see there's, two Virgo energies here, and then also we see an increase as well, moving from that 8 to 10 of Pentacles. So looks like, to me, that would say that if it was a job offer, it looks like it was a very good job offer, and you knew that it would bring you success. So you might just take your chances with that. And again, for others of you, where I was saying too, if this is someone that you're actually in the workplace with, and you felt, all right, this might be a little bit too risky to get involved with this person, it looks like you guys might actually choose to walk away from that connection as well. And then the last thing I would say I see is maybe this is you deciding that you can't really take this person seriously, so you might actually be walking away in that regard to look for something more fulfilling, upholding your standards in that regard, saying, okay, well, if you're not going to build with me toward a commitment, then I'm just going to, seek a fresh start somewhere else. So that's what I'm seeing there. Present energy on their side, a lot of cards came up as well. We have the World card, the Five of Chalices, which is Scorpio energy, the Ten of Swords, which is Gemini energy, and the Knave of Wands, which is the equivalent of the Page of Wands. So for some of you, this to me is another indicator that there could definitely be some distance between the two of you. If there isn't already, then like I was saying, for some of you, if you took some job offer, it might take you away from this person. And because of that, you might be communicating to them that, hey, I'm going to have to take this job. And then that could be what leads to the Ten of Swords energy for them. With the Knave of Wands energy, though, I feel like this is them possibly trying to see if they could still keep something going with you. Maybe more casual, like, hey, I could still come out to visit you sometimes, things along those lines. So, again, I'm getting that energy of persistence from this person. So, definitely looks like you guys would be the ones cutting ties here, especially with that Ten of Swords. Whatever the scenario may be, like I said, for some of you, it's because you figure, okay, we're working together. This is a bit too risky for us to be involved, and that might be why you walk away, leading to disappointment for them. For obviously, like I said, if there is a job offer that takes you away from this person, looks like you would be the one cutting ties there. And like I said, if you just feel like they weren't really offering something serious enough for you, or maybe you're looking for something a bit more long term, I see that they will still try to keep something going with you regardless. So hopefully that made sense. A lot of cards came up there, but I think I covered everything. And future energy on your side, we have the Nine of Arrows. So no matter what scenario was that led to you walking away with the Nine of Arrows here, and then we have the Two of Coins, I feel like this is saying that you might have some anxiety around it. So I feel like at the very least you do feel a pull toward this person. Maybe there's just like a heavy sexual attraction, for example. But maybe beyond that, you feel like, all right, you know what? I don't know if this is the best idea. Like I said, whether it's because you work with them and you're thinking that's a little risky for your career, or you took a job offer that might have moved you away from them, or like I said, if you just felt like they weren't putting in the work. So I feel like you come back to that though. What always stands out to me with the Two of Pentacles here is we see the one coin has the red heart, and the other one almost has like that icy type vibe to it. So could just be saying that you're feeling to them hot and cold, where maybe if you look at it from a practical angle, you're like, okay, this doesn't make much sense, regardless of what those scenarios may be. But then the attraction, as far as the physical attraction, might still be kind of heavy for you guys. So that could be where the anxiety is. And it really just feels like you're going to feel some kind of pull toward them, though, especially because this is 12th house energy for you guys. So, you might find yourselves dreaming about them, or, maybe you just get some kind of signs and synchronicities that are leading you back toward them. But I feel like there's definitely some anxiety around that. And like I said, in some way, I feel for a lot of you, it's either tied to work in some way, or just because, you feel like they're not offering the level of stability that you would want. The future energy on their side, we have the Knave of Pentacles. So this is the equivalent of the Page of Pentacles. And the artwork in this particular Page of Pentacles energy always stands out to me because it's cup energy, and it looks like a kind of a passionate type of scenario. So again, this could be another indicator that you guys might be dealing with a water sign, possibly a Scorpio. And then also what this could be saying though is they might try to offer you something a little bit more stable. We see the wand energy in the past there, we see the Page of Wands in the present, and it looks like you walk away from that. So with the Page of Pentacles energy, we see like they're inching closer toward giving you a commitment, but maybe not going all the way in, so could be one of those things. Maybe the two of you might have even met originally while drinking, out drinking. That's a possibility as well. But that's what I'm seeing there. It looks like they're slowly inching toward commitment, but I feel like they're not really trying to offer you the whole thing, So it could just be one of those things where you guys are like negotiating where you want to meet, and in that regard, if you're like more interested in something long term than they are, it could just be like a back and forth type of deal with the two of you. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Five of Cups. So this represents disappointment here. It's more Scorpio energy as well. So again, this could be another indicator you're dealing with a Scorpio, but also for you guys, that's your fifth house of romance. So could just be as simple as that. So I feel like, it seems like no matter what, you definitely feel a pull to this person. So you feel torn. It's like on the one hand, you have your reasons why you don't think it's a good idea, but at the same time, you can't quite forget the person either. And then on their side, we have the King of Chalices. So again, this is actually the court card for Scorpio here. So for a lot of you, you could definitely be dealing with a Scorpio. But like I said, it's also fifth house for you guys, so it could just be pointing to that. But could just be saying that this might be how you view them, where you might feel like they only give a certain amount. You know, you feel like they're a little bit closed off when it comes to emotions, and they only give just as much as they have to, and not anything more than that. Um, but on the other hand, this could show some growth on their part too. So it could just be one of those things where they're really slow to open up. So it might not be that they're necessarily being players. It's just that they're, really slow about committing too. So hopefully that resonated with you guys. And next we'll move on to the Oracle decks. So first we'll see if we get anything from the Mystic Moon Oracle deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck, and I'm just going to be looking for some jumpers. So first we'll be looking for unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. And if I shuffle for a while and nothing comes up, I'll just take that as a sign to move on to the next deck, since it's just a general reading. Alright, so like I said, first we'll see if we get any unspoken messages from you to them. Okay, nothing coming up there. So next we'll see if we have any unspoken messages from them to you. Almost have one there. Okay, nothing coming up there either, so we'll move on to the next Oracle deck, which is the Wisdom of the Oracle. Same situation here, I did pre-shuffle this deck, but here I'm just looking for one card with general advice, and then we'll wrap up. There we go, got one. Okay, we have Loyal Heart. There's the artwork, and the number is 35. Okay, it says fidelity, loyalty, devotion. The Oracle's message: evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely directed. So definitely an interesting message there. And when I was seeing the word loyalty, that also made me think of, like I was saying, for some of you too, where you might feel torn. Like I said, if this is someone that you're in the workplace with, and you might be torn there, right, with the loyalty of, okay, well, I want to, just stick strictly to business and not jeopardize my workplace, right, or pursuing the connection with them. But hopefully that resonated with you guys. And then the relationship message itself says your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitment and trusting in divine protection. So definitely an interesting message there. I will say you guys have Mars in your 10th house of career and social status pretty much until I think the end of the first week of January of next year. because it's eventually going to go retrograde. So it could just be saying that you have a lot of focus on your career. So that's possibly another way it could be working out too, or maybe you're just putting so much energy into your career that you might end up leaving this person behind as a result, and maybe that's where the heartbreak comes in on their side. But I do have to say, given that this card came up, it does to me show that there isn't necessarily, like I was saying, I didn't necessarily pick up on player vibes from this person. It's just more like they're slow to open up and commit as well, but I don't necessarily think that there's anything hidden behind it. It's just the way they are. So hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.